Well, here we go again. This bird gobbles 100 times on the roost. It took him about, 30, 45 minutes to get over there to us. Walks out 10 feet from the edge of the timber at 70 yards, and then turns right around and goes right back into the timber.
Okay. Well, we're back on this turkey that has absolutely whooped us the past 2 days, but he just gobbled down there. Okay, we are way up in here. We've climbed an elevation today to try to get above this turkey and come down on him. The past 2 days we've been down in the pastures and in the meadows trying to pull him out with the decoys, and he will not come out of this timber. So we've decided to do the exact opposite of what we normally do. And we're going to be in this thick stuff for a little bit and then try to drop down on him and we're going to try to shoot him in this timber because he's just not trying to come out. So the sun's starting to come out though. Y'all stay with it. This may get a little hairy. Come right up this trail. Go halfway to him. I'm afraid to move. There's a lot of stuff. Jedi turkey. A lot of shit to hang up on between you. I know. We'll see. See if he cuts me off.
If we get fired up, go halfway and
set up.
And then shut up.
There may be, I can see the field edge down there. This is the trail he may walk up on.
He was right in here yesterday.
This segment is brought to you by the Grand Casino Hotel and Resort and by Rank 1 Medical. Elevate your health.
Aqua Well Drilling is family owned and operated and has been drilling water wells in central Oklahoma for decades. We are licensed by the state through the Oklahoma Water Resources Board. You can trust that we're going to get the job done right with no excess mess. Using the latest equipment, we can dig a well in the span of a day. You could be saving money on your water bill immediately. Call us today for a free estimate at 405-454-6264 or visit our website at aquawelldrillingok.com.
Well, we had decided that it was just way too open, in front of us to push any closer to this bird. So we just decided that we were going to find us a little spot there on the edge and try to wait this bird out. So we just waited and waited and waited until the point where Walker was like, well, if we're going to be sitting here waiting, we might as well make some breakfast.
Been sitting here for about an hour, and I just don't know if he's going to do it or not. We left our decoys in the truck on accident yesterday, but luckily our buddy Austin brought him in here to us this afternoon. So Austin, we appreciate it, buddy. But we got a couple decoys set up right now. And we're just sitting here, just laying under this spruce tree, just waiting. It's kind of got cloudy on us, so I'm not sure if they're going to gobble too well this afternoon. It's getting on into evening now, but we're set up in a high traffic area, so we'll see what happens. Beautiful spot, though.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. Day 2 and day 3 were Heartbreak City. It was the same scenario over and over and over again. We could not get the birds to cooperate at all. And every bird that we saw, within 5 seconds of them coming into an area where we could possibly get a shot, they literally turned around and went back the other way, like they were just seeing something that they just didn't think was right. So, I mean, even in a scenario where we all looked at the backdrop and looked at the way we were all, the camo looked to everything, and we were like, what did he see? Like, there's nothing that he saw. Like, what did he see? They're just, these mountain birds, I guess there's so many predators up there that they're on 10 all the time about, what doesn't look right. And they walk by these spots every single day, so if a branch looks different or a rock looks different or something looks different, they notice it immediately. And we just kept getting busted. I mean, time and time and time again on day 2 and day 3. And, coming up on the morning of day 4, we had to be back at camp by 11 a.m. to meet, Justin and Sundance there to get all loaded up and, to ride and pack the horses all the way back to the trailhead where the truck was at. So we knew that this was the last, we had till about 10 o'clock in the morning to hunt. So we got up super early and crossed the river in the dark and then decided that we were going to go right back to that same spot that we had seen those birds, the past couple days, and try to make a move on them. This segment brought to you by Jennico Overhead Door, your overhead door specialist. And by Choctaw Archery.
In the morning when I rise, I know I've got you on my side. You're good for me, so naturally. And I can't wait for that fresh taste of richness you bring. I like the way you make me feel. Yeah. Highland. I like your flavor, it's so real. Highland. So delicious, naturally. Highland.
Well, we didn't see a bird all morning. We heard a few gobbles, and then once the sun came up, it was done. I mean, they were done. We didn't hear nothing. We went and checked out a whole nother area and hiked, a mile and a half back off into this area. It was a good area. There was turkey sign back in there, but didn't hear nothing, didn't see anything. And I told those guys, I told Tyler and Walker, I said, man, I got one spot that I want to try before we have to head back to camp. Are you guys with me? I said, it's about, it's going to be about a mile and a quarter from here. Are you guys down to go? And they're like, oh yeah, let's do it. With one last hee-ho here, maybe we'll get lucky and there'll be a bird on. It was pretty much on the other side of the mountain that we were hunting, so it wasn't going to be a fun hike, but we decided to head that way. Well, we no longer got across the mountain, and we were sneaking up on this, going over an edge, and we all three saw him at the exact same time. This bird was fanned out, and he had two hens right in front of him. So we just dropped to the ground, and we were kind of in the open. And there was a few spruce trees in between here and there, but we had a little bit of an elevation change where we could drop down and get around on him. So we did that, and when we did that, we could close the distance to about 100 yards from where they were at to get to that spruce tree. So that was the goal. And by the time we got around to that spruce tree, he hadn't moved much. He was just kind of strutting around in a little circle there while those hens kind of fed around him. Well, we tried calling to him, and mid-morning when they're henned up, it's almost impossible, to call a tom off a group of hens. Your only prayer a lot of times is to try to get the hens to start coming your way, and they weren't wanting to cooperate either. So I told Tyler, I said, man, we have about an hour left here. I said, I think our only hope is for me to belly crawl from here, and try to get 40 or 50 yards closer to him and try to get to within 50 to where I can take a shot. And he said, man, I agree. He said, I'll crawl right behind you with the camera, and we'll just take our time. I said, we got an hour. He hasn't moved in 30 minutes. He's kind of stayed in that area. So we just started crawling over there to him.
in range. We're just me and you're just gonna have to go right here and just climb up there and shoot him. He's like 50. See this tree? He's right behind it at 50. I'm gonna try to get to that tree. You got it? I can see him. He's to the left of the tree. Start.
I made my way around that tree and took my shot, and it knocked him down, but then he got up and took off running up the mountain. So I just ran as fast as I could all the way up the mountain to see if I could get another shot at him before he crested the hill. And by the time I got up there, I was so out of breath that I barely got to the top. And when I looked over and saw him laying there, it was just the most grateful feeling. I mean, it was one of the hardest turkey hunts that I've ever been on. I've killed a lot of turkeys, but I can say that I don't know if I've put in more effort on any of those hunts than this hunt in Colorado. I mean, the altitude will get you, the terrain will get you. I mean, everything up there is just, it's so rough, you know, and rugged, but that's why we love doing it. You know, it's super fun to hunt turkeys that way. This segment brought to you by Butcher's Barbecue Stand. And by French Drains OKC.
Nakoma Park Dental is located at 10420 Northeast 23rd Street in Oklahoma City. If you are looking for gentle, affordable, and quality dental care, then you have come to the right place. Dr. Jason Wallace and his knowledgeable team will take care of your oral health care by listening to your specific needs and by using state-of-the-art technology. So give us a call at 405-987-1176 or visit our website at nakomaparkdental.com.
Need a shipping container? Oki Storage Solutions has you covered. We proudly deliver quality shipping containers statewide across Oklahoma, making it easy to get the storage solution you need. We offer 20 and 40-foot standard containers. Whether you need secure storage for your home, business, farm, or job site, look no further than Oki Storage Solutions. Like us on Facebook or give us a call at 405-400-7780.
Storm season doesn't wait, and neither should you. Storm-safe shelters are American-made and engineered to last. Dependable safety and protection when severe weather threatens. Every shelter is built strong, built to last, built for peace of mind. During installation, Our experienced team handles every detail with care. Join thousands who trust Storm Safe Shelters. Call 405-606-2563 or visit stormsafeshelters.com.
This segment brought to you by Metro Group Brokers. And by Nine Marina.
Man, I about died running up this thing, but
It's not far, but it sucks.
catch my breath. Well, I know it's not the prettiest film in the world, but we snuck in on this bird. I belly crawled 75 yards around this corner, and he was just up here at 50 yards. And when I shot, it rolled him up, and then he got up and ran right up here, and I ran up here to see if I could see him. And here he is. God, that about killed me, dude. Yeah, man, and I mean, it's like a 100-yard run. Straight freaking uphill.
At 8,900 feet.
Yeah. What a good one. How do you like that? Yeah. Man. Yeah, I knew I dusted him pretty good. Look at that beard. That's a good one right there, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's good spurs for Merriam. Let me get him fanned out here. Here he is. This is my first Merriam. Woo! That about killed me running up that hill. But Tyler and I belly crawled around this corner. We spotted this bird from about 150 yards away and just slid down in there. He had 2 hens with him, so he would not come to us, and the hens just gradually started taking him away. So we decided this is the last morning we can hunt. We were just going to push to him to either we blew him out or we killed him. And I know the film's a little bit rough, but I had no other choice. I stepped around that spruce tree down there, and he was about 55, and I torched him. And he knocked him down, and then he got back up and ran up this hill a little ways and was gipping real bad. So I just took off running up the hill, and by the time I got to the top, he was dead right up here on top of this hill. So finally got my Merriam. I'm gonna go hunt here in a few days actually we're gonna head home tonight, and I'm gonna pack my stuff up tomorrow and head to Indiana to go after my Eastern. So thank you, Lord, for blessing us with this bird. I don't even have anything to say, really. Just amazing.
As we were hiking out of there, I couldn't help but reflect on the past few days. I thought about all the wildlife we had seen, the breathtaking sunrises, the waterfalls along the river, and all the incredible moments that filled the trip. It made me really think about why I love being an outdoorsman so much. I think there's a huge misconception of hunters, that the only joy comes from the kill, and that couldn't be further from the truth. We're not just bloodthirsty heathens walking through the woods just trying to kill everything that we see. True outdoorsmen are some of the greatest stewards of the land. We care deeply about the wildlife and the conservation. And we have an appreciation for these animals that many people will never fully understand. I love the animals I hunt. They are a blessing to my family, and every animal that I've ever harvested has become food that fills our freezer and feeds us throughout the year. We never take that sacrifice for granted, and we're incredibly thankful for what that animal has provided for us. There's so much more to being an outdoorsman than simply just pulling the trigger. It's the camaraderie, the jokes around camp, the laughter, the frustrations, the long hikes, and all the uphill battles. It's the challenge and the adventure that I'm truly in love with. I can only hope that these mountains remain rugged and wild and untouched for generations to come, so others can experience the same adventure, the same wonder, and the same deep appreciation for God's creation that keeps calling us back time and time again.
freaking almost 2 miles back in there from camp. But we got down here to the river now. We got this bird on this mystery ranch. Thank God Tyler brought his in today. Whew. But what an ending, awesome ending to a great hunt. These guys stuck with me through this. We've been hunting hard for the past 4 days. I bet we've logged almost 30 miles on our boots. And anybody who's hunted the Rocky Mountains knows those are about 30 hard miles. But we are gonna be getting out of here. We're gonna go put our hip waders back on at the riverbank here. And then we saw the horses and all going to a camp to pack out. So we'll be riding out of here soon, but got my bird. I couldn't be more happy. Justin, Sundance, Shane, Austin, Abby, we really appreciate everything y'all do for us, for packing us in here and getting these horses back in here for us. This is a long way from the trailhead. Whew, but couldn't be more happy. Bird down in Colorado. About to head north when I get home to Indiana. Try to get an Eastern. Doesn't get much better than this.